MVO. Some politicians deny that the United States is experiencing a recession at the present time. But anywhere you look, it seems we can't help but use the R word these days. The fact is, 2 consecutive quarters of declining real GDP constitute a recession, and the annual rate of decline of gross domestic product in the United States was 1.6% in Q1, and it was 0.9% in Q2. To put it simply, a recession is a sustained slowdown in economic activity marked by a decrease in consumer spending, a drop in industrial production, a decrease in wages, and an increase in the unemployment rate. But if you know what opportunities to look for, you can get rich. As the great Warren Buffett has famously remarked, you should be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. And in this video, we'll cover some of the most promising ways to put yourself on the path to riches during a recession. Before we begin, please like this video and hit the subscribe button with notifications turned on so you will be first to know about new content. Our mission at the Personal Finance and AMP Investing channel is to empower people to achieve financial independence. Subscribing will help us achieve that goal. Now, let's get back to today's video. We're talking about the top areas to invest in during a recession. Number 1. Stocks. Each and every one of us has dreamed of being an early investor in Tesla, Apple, or Microsoft. Well, now is the time to start looking in earnest because tech stock prices across the Nasdaq have been hammered. In fact, stock prices have taken a much sharper nosedive compared to the losses in GDP in Q1 and Q2, which suggests that investors have overreacted to news of a downturn, leaving plenty of room for prices to bounce back. To give you a sense of how excessive investor fears have been, the first half of 2022 was the worst for the S&P wink with tongue sticking out 500 since 1970, with a decline of roughly 20%. Potential bargain. Hunting shareholders should exercise caution and put their attention on businesses that can weather economic downturns. The last time we saw a decline like this, during the Great Recession of 2008, Warren Buffett piled up on shares of food giant Kraft Foods, which eventually merged with Heinz to form Kraft Heinz, an electric utility NRG Energy, and has profiting ever since. If you're worried that this time could be different, there's little historic precedent to be concerned. According to data from Hartford Funds, the S&P wink with tongue sticking out 500 rose by an average of 3.7% during the 13 recessions that have occurred since 1945. And with beginner-friendly investing apps like Robinhood, you can get started investing with a relatively little amount of money. You can put in as much or as little as you can afford. The most important thing is that you start getting time in the stock market. Number 2. Real estate. Another exciting investing opportunity during a downturn is in real estate. Even though the economy is in a slump, that doesn't mean home values have to fall. However, interest rates are one specific issue that could slow the real estate market's increasing velocity. The Federal Reserve is actively boosting benchmark interest rates to stem rising inflation. The housing market suffers when interest rates rise. The price of borrowing discourages consumers from making large purchases like homes when interest rates are high. Sam Zell, a real estate tycoon nicknamed as the grave dancer for his penchant for investing in property when no one else was interested, amassed a fortune in this way. When the economy entered a recession in 1973, many borrowers defaulted on their mortgages, sending real estate prices down. Zell was able to amass a collection of prime real estate at a deep discount in those times. If you've been considering buying investment property, a price drop caused by the crisis could be an excellent time to do so. You can get started in real estate today regardless of how much money you have to invest, thanks to new services that make it simple to do so. Finally, there's recession strategy number 3, create a small business or side hustle. There are people who don't want the challenges of entrepreneurship. However, The Economist reports that nearly half of all millionaires are themselves business owners. It's not easy to be an entrepreneur, and the prospect of establishing a successful company during a downturn, when many other companies may be going out of business, can be especially scary. However, there can be benefits to not following the crowd. There is a window of opportunity right now. Competitors will end up pulling back, spending less money on marketing and advertising. Some companies have already begun firing workers. You can more easily carve yourself a niche in a market where there is less or weakening competition. If you don't feel ready to commit fully to your new business venture, you can always start a side hustle in the meantime. This can be anything as simple as running deliveries for DoorDash or Ubering after your full-time job. Or if you want to scratch your entrepreneurial itch, you can find a niche in something like e-commerce, where you can sell anything from custom stickers to novelty car seat covers by opening up store on Shopify or Amazon. There is no foolproof method for becoming wealthy overnight. If you're thinking of making a large purchase, such as a house or piece of commercial property, or starting your own business, it's in your best interest to first perform some independent research and assess your financial condition. But, let this be a reminder to you, not only can you financially survive a recession, you can actually get rich from it. Let us know what you think in the comments section below. Also let us know if you have specific topics or questions you want us to address in future videos. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can help achieve our mission of empowering people to achieve financial independence. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.